Did you know that 78% of adults over 60 experience at least one significant health warning sign, but more than half dismiss it as just getting older? I nearly became part of that statistic myself. 3 years ago, I woke up and couldn't feel my left arm. I thought I had just slept wrong, but something in my gut told me this was different. That decision to listen to my body saved my life. I was having a minor stroke, and getting help quickly prevented permanent damage. Today, I'm sharing the 5 critical warning signs your body might be sending you after 60. Signals I wish I had recognized sooner in myself and in my loved ones. What I'm about to share could be the difference between living your golden years with vitality or facing preventable health challenges. I'm not just speaking from personal experience. After my health scare, I spent 2 years researching aging and preventive health alongside medical professionals. I've interviewed dozens of geriatric specialists, reviewed hundreds of studies from the National Institute on Aging, and compiled insights from the Mayo Clinic's latest research. But more importantly, I've walked in your shoes. I know what it's like to dismiss that persistent pain, to attribute that foggy memory to just getting older, to feel your body changing in ways that concern you. I understand the fear that comes with acknowledging something might be wrong. Before my wake-up call, I was like many of you. At 67, I was enjoying retirement, playing with my grandkids, traveling with my wife. I thought I was invincible. I'd always been healthy, rarely visited doctors, and prided myself on pushing through discomfort. For months, I'd been experiencing unusual fatigue. Not just tiredness, but a bone-deep exhaustion that no amount of rest seemed to fix. I blamed it on age. This is just what happens when you get older, I told myself. I was ignoring the first warning sign. My body was desperately trying to tell me something was wrong. My blood pressure was dangerously high, putting me at risk for the stroke that eventually came. After my stroke, everything changed. I went from being fiercely independent to needing help with basic tasks. The road to recovery was humbling, but it gave me perspective. I learned that acknowledging health changes isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Now, I'm healthier at 70 than I was at 67. I have more energy for my grandchildren. I can travel again without fear, all because I finally started listening to what my body was telling me. Let me ask you something. Do you find yourself exhausted after activities that used to energize you? That's not necessarily normal aging. Unusual fatigue is your body's alarm system. When I look back, my exhaustion wasn't just about getting older. It was my heart working overtime because of untreated high blood pressure. Here's what to look for: fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, feeling winded after minor exertion, or needing to nap multiple times daily when that wasn't your pattern before. What this could signal: heart problems, thyroid issues, sleep apnea, or even diabetes. A simple blood test can often identify the cause. Have you been dismissing your tiredness as just aging? You're not alone. I did too. But what if addressing it could give you back years of energy? Remember when we were younger and joked about senior moments? Well, not all memory changes are created equal. 3 important distinctions. Normal aging is occasionally forgetting where you put your keys. Concerning is forgetting what keys are for. Normal aging is sometimes searching for words. Concerning is struggling to follow or join conversations. Normal aging is missing a monthly payment. Concerning is difficulty managing finances you've handled for decades. When my neighbor Frank started getting lost driving to the grocery store he'd been visiting for 20 years, his wife insisted on a checkup. They caught his cognitive changes early. Some were from a vitamin B12 deficiency that was completely reversible. You might be thinking, but what if it's something more serious like dementia? I understand that fear, but consider this: up to 40% of cognitive decline is potentially preventable or treatable if caught early. Wouldn't you rather know? In the 1960s, we might have boasted about pulling all-nighters. Now, quality sleep is one of our most precious resources. After 60, many of us experience changes in sleep, taking longer to fall asleep, waking up more frequently, or waking earlier. Some change is normal, but significant disruptions are not. Pay attention if you feel unrested despite sleeping 7-8 hours, snore loudly with pauses in breathing, ask your partner, have a persistent pattern of waking at the same time each night, experience sudden changes in sleep habits. My brother in law, Carl, complained for years about feeling exhausted despite sleeping fine. When he finally got tested, he discovered severe sleep apnea. He was waking up 30 plus times an hour without realizing it. With treatment, he says he's gotten 10 years of his life back. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's when your brain clears toxins and your body repairs itself. Poor sleep is linked to heart disease, diabetes, cognitive decline, and even Alzheimer's. Remember when maintaining our weight seemed easier? Our metabolism does slow with age, but sudden weight changes, either loss or gain, deserve attention. When my sister lost 15 pounds without trying, she joked about finally finding the perfect diet. It wasn't funny when we discovered it was early pancreatic cancer. Early detection saved her life. Unexplained weight gain can be equally concerning. It may signal thyroid problems, medication side effects, or fluid retention from heart issues. What constitutes significant? A good rule of thumb: 5% of your body weight in 6 to 12 months without trying. For a 180-pound person, that's just 9 pounds. I know it can be tempting to celebrate unexpected weight loss or dismiss weight gain as inevitable with age. But please, let a professional determine if there's cause for concern. Our generation spent summers soaking up sun without sunscreen. We didn't know better then, but we can be smarter now. After 60, our risk for skin cancer rises dramatically. Every 6 weeks, someone tells me, I thought it was just an age spot when describing their skin cancer diagnosis. Here's what deserves a check: moles that change color, size, or shape, growths that bleed, itch, or don't heal, new spots that appear after age 60, patches of skin that are persistently red or scaly. My golfing buddy Dave noticed a funny-looking freckle on his ear, but waited 8 months to mention it to his doctor. It was melanoma that had already spread. With earlier action, his treatment might have been much simpler. Remember the ABCDE rule for suspicious moles: asymmetry, border irregularity, color variation, diameter larger than a pencil eraser, evolving or changing. The good news? When caught early, most skin cancers are highly treatable. So what can you do with this information? Let me share the system I've developed that's made a difference for me and thousands in our community. First, the 3-minute body scan, a daily practice I've done every morning for 3 years. Sitting quietly, check in with your energy level from 1 to 10. Notice any pain points or areas of discomfort. Reflect on any changes since yesterday. This simple habit helps you establish your baseline so you can spot changes early. Second, keep a simple health journal. Nothing fancy, just a small notebook where you jot down changes or concerns as they arise. This has been invaluable during doctor visits. Third, schedule your preventive screenings. I've created a simple system I call birthday gift to myself. Every year around my birthday, I schedule annual physical, eye exam, dental checkup, any age-appropriate cancer screenings. This way, I never forget. Start small. Even implementing just one of these practices can make a significant difference. Remember, listening to your body isn't being hypochondriacal. It's being responsible. You're not alone in this journey. When I shared my stroke experience at my community center, over 30 people approached me with similar stories. Many had ignored warning signs, and some were currently dismissing symptoms. Take Martha, who attends my senior fitness class. She mentioned increasing dizziness when standing up quickly. Instead of dismissing it, she mentioned it to her doctor, who adjusted her blood pressure medication. A simple conversation potentially prevented a dangerous fall. Or consider Richard, who noticed his handwriting getting smaller and more cramped. This early sign of Parkinson's disease, caught in its beginning stages, meant he could start treatment when it would be most effective. We grew up in a generation that valued stoicism. Don't complain. Push through. Don't be a burden. These values served us well in many ways. But when it comes to our health after 60, a new kind of strength is required: the strength to speak up and seek help. When you take care of your health, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for everyone who loves and depends on you. Your spouse who wants more years with their partner, your children who need your wisdom, your grandchildren who deserve to create memories with you. We're in this together. My health journey has connected me with an incredible community of people just like you, people committed to aging with vitality and purpose. Imagine waking up a year from now with more energy than you have today. Picture yourself enjoying activities that might currently seem challenging. Envision catching a potential health issue before it becomes serious. This isn't fantasy. It's entirely possible when you start listening to your body's signals. I began this journey after my stroke scare, but you don't need a crisis to start. You can begin today, right now, by simply committing to pay attention to what your body is telling you. Here's what I'm asking of you. If you've been experiencing any of the 5 warning signs we discussed, make an appointment with your healthcare provider this week. Um, just pick up the phone for that first step. Try the 3-minute body scan tomorrow morning. Share this information with someone you care about who's over 60. In next week's video, I'll be sharing the exact questions to ask your doctor to ensure you're getting the most comprehensive care possible. I'll provide a downloadable checklist you can take to your next appointment. Remember, your body has been carrying you for 6 decades or more. It deserves to be listened to. When it whispers, don't wait for it to shout. This is wise elder's advice, reminding you that your best years can still be ahead of you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next week.